Hey everybody, this video is filmed in my spare room where I keep all my bike stuff. It used to be my first kid's nursery room. A little yellow submarine action that I thought would be maybe a little interesting because the garage is a little cold right now. So anyway, joy to the world. Hey there everybody. So this is my long-term review of the Sram Force 22 group. This is the component package, I guess, that I'm going to be using on the Cannondale Super 6 Evo build-up. And yeah, I used this group pretty much all of last year, so I'll kind of give you my thoughts on it. First off, I like the ergonomically, I like the way it feels and everything. I know they made the paddles here a little bit bigger. So it is easy to reach them, when you're in the drops, or you can't even, if you're sprinting in the drops, you can actually click it there. So that's kind of a nice feature. I don't know. Of course, initially when I got this group, I was kind of contemplating potentially going with the Di2 system, the Shimano Di2, and just the cost of it, this is probably less than half the cost of doing even a less expensive Di2. And then another thing was that the cork power meter that I was using, which was on a BB30 system, the Force group that I had got with my bike, that I eventually went with, you can switch out that spider. So I don't know if you do something like that, switch out a spider from, say a BB30 to a GXP crank, with the spider interfaces. That's what I did. I didn't notice any weird, my calibration numbers or whatever weren't really any different. But, if you do something like that, it may be something you want to send into cork and, make sure everything's calibrated correctly and everything's working correctly on your power meter. But I didn't really do it. That's just my experience with it. But anyways, kind of my thoughts on the group itself. It works really well. I never had any issues with it, and so I figure I'll give it another year. One thing I kind of like about the the front shifting system, it does use what they call the Yaw system. So basically, as the front derailleur shifts, it kind of the cage kind of pivots back and forth. So essentially, it's either only up or down. So there's not a bunch of micro clicks or trim clicks that you have to do. It's either just up or down, and it basically goes through the full range without rubbing either side of the derailleur, given that you've got it adjusted correctly. So that's kind of one thing with the newer Shimano and SRAM derailleurs, is it's a little trickier to get these things set up. But there is a little there's a line here on the back and then the front, and if you just basically bolt it on, get your height positioned correctly, you just basically get those two lines. Normally what I'll do is just kind of bolt it in, kind of mock it up, and then thread the low limit screw to the cage goes all the way out, and then where it's kind of hovering over the big ring, and then just get the two lines lined up with the big ring, lock everything down on your on your braze on or clamp on mount or whatever, and then back it off, adjust it normally, and you're normally good to go from there. So that's pretty much that. It's as far as kind of some other things, I noticed that I did within a season, I kind of tore up the hood there, and I can see where it is. This one's kind of got a, I don't know, not like a knurled, but a kind of a rough, grippy finish on it, and I can see where I've kind of some spots, kind of like grips, mountain bike or BMX grips, where I kind of have worn that down. So went ahead and got some new hoods for it there, and as far as the other new part, I've got a Shimano chain. Sometimes I'll use SRAM, sometimes I'll use Shimano. Kind of just depends on what we have at the shop. And this is one thing that I don't know. This is a Durace chain, but it's got what they call the Seal Tech coating, which I don't know. I've used that on a few times, and it does seem like maybe it lasts a little bit longer than a typical chain. As far as the wheels that I'm going to be using, so the Bontrager wheels, Bontrager Race Light that came with my Trek, and I'm actually using a Shimano cassette there as well. But this one's in pretty decent shape. I think it's got 400 or 500 miles on it maybe, so I just left that alone. My chain rings are, I don't know, debatable, but I'm going to go ahead and run them for a while. So, yeah, but as far as just getting back to the Sram Force 22, my initial thoughts of that, I've wrecked it a few times. It's got a few wetness marks, but it's performed pretty flawlessly. I'll probably put some new cables and things on there, but other than that, I'm just, I've been very satisfied for a Grupo that's pretty inexpensive as far as, kind of this day and age, it's getting harder. Everything's gone to 11 speed, so, you kind of have to adapt, and, wheels in the pits now, it's getting harder to, if you were using 10 speed before, but, just bang for the buck, as far as this, it's pretty lightweight, it's durable. One thing, just kind of if you're comparing it head to head with Shimano, I kind of feel like, just from my experience and working on a lot of bikes in the shop, it's, the geometry, it's a different, Shimano and SRAM use different pull ratios, so, it seems like SRAM's a little more forgiving when the cables start to get dirty, or you kind of wear in, it's time to replace them. You can generally get away with a lot longer with the SRAM stuff. It's not quite as finicky, once things start wearing out, and you've got to really have that, your barrel adjustment, your cable tension adjustment just right, or it either hesitates going, shifting up or down. So I feel like SRAM, for me, it's worked a little better as far as maybe neglecting the maintenance a little, maybe. I wouldn't necessarily say neglecting, but it's maybe a little less maintenance per, mileage, kind of an all conditions type thing. So, kind of like that feature. And, just price comparisons, it's very comparable to Ultegra. Last time I looked, you can get a complete SRAM Force 22 group for right under $800. It's kind of just mail order prices. You may be able to get similar, or maybe better from your local bike shop. But I know Ultegra's pretty similar, and Ultegra is definitely great stuff as well. But this is just kind of my little review on the Force stuff, and I would definitely have to give it a thumbs up, and worked well for me. Bang for the buck. It's really it's hard to beat for the quality and everything it does, and then the weight and price, just kind of the whole package of it. So yeah, kind of the other little thing is that my crank, kind of as I was saying before, it's a GXP system, and the frame I'm putting it on, the Cannondale, is a BB30, or the Press Fit 30. So my next video is going to be how I'm going to address that issue, and kind of just go over some, how to live with a BB30 Press Fit 30 system. So yeah, that's anyway, get to that next time, and yeah, thanks for watching this time.